A while back, I picked up the Transformers-themed limited edition of the TECNO Spark 30 Pro. If you're a fan of this franchise, you can definitely tell from the colors that the Transformers character this is designed after is Optimus Prime. With that being said, design-wise, there's definitely some attention to detail on this device. But beyond this design, for a mid-range device, what do you actually get? For a device that starts at just over 258,000 Naira for the 8GB RAM and 256GB storage version, TECNO added a couple of things that makes this worth considering, and we'll talk about everything in this video. So without further ado, let's get into this review. TECNO's packaging for the Optimus Prime edition is definitely something to see. The box is designed with a metallic blue and red finish, featuring the Optimus Prime colors and logo. Fun fact, the Spark 30 also has the Bumblebee variant of these Transformers phones. And if you're a fan of the franchise, this is not a bad collector's item. It's just that the phone doesn't like transform into a car and back into a phone like Transformers. But anyway, inside the box, you'll find a compartment that holds the protective case. It's transparent on the back, allowing you to show off the Optimus Prime design while keeping the phone safe. Next is the phone also covered in Transformers-themed wrapping, and on the lower side of the box, there's a slimmer compartment containing only the warranty card. Additionally, you will find a USB-C cable and earphones. Yes, this phone comes with wired earphones. We also get a SIM ejector tool and a 33-watt charger, all in the box. You definitely get everything you need in this box, which is not very common in 2024, especially with flagship phones. The only thing they didn't add this year was a separate screen protector. Regardless, you already get a protective case among other things. Design and unboxing wise, TECNO really paid attention to making this package special for Transformers fans, and I think this is a big plus. I'll talk about design once more and for the last time. From the start of this video, you can tell that I've raved about this design from the hilltops. It's designed to get a second look for sure. It's a neat Optimus Prime inspired design with a mix of metallic blue and red gradients, but on the flip side, the glossy texture on the back here is prone to fingerprint smudges. Fortunately, with the protection of this transparent case, you can sort of eliminate these fingerprint smudges, but you would lose out on the slim look and feel of this phone. Adding to the overall appeal, the silver section here is this brushed metallic texture complementing this design, and it has decorative screws around it. The camera ring looks like a dial. It also gets a red, blue and silver touch that contributes to the overall appearance of this device. There's also a Transformers logo at the bottom corner and a logo type on the right side with TECNO Spark inscription, and in the right lighting conditions, in the right angles, it reflects light and it looks really nice. Every other thing about the design is pretty much normal. You've got a stereo speaker setup here, speakers at the bottom and speakers at the top, and right there at the top is where you have a Dolby Atmos inscription. You have a USB-C charging port and a 3.5mm headphone port in 2024. For the power button and the volume rockers, they're on the right side, while the SIM tray is on the left side. And when you pop it out, you get 2 SIM card slots and a micro SD card slot. So yeah, this design is pretty standard. Of course, with this being a limited edition device, there's some embellishments here and there, like the color and the metallic look, but that's where this pretty much ends. This phone is the Spark 30 Pro through and through, as far as I could tell, and with everything I saw from the website, from what I gleaned from the website, this is a Spark 30 Pro. So let's talk about it. This is a durable phone. The back is made of high quality polycarbonate material, and of course, even though it mimics glass, it looks like glass, it is more durable because when this falls, it wouldn't just crack easily like glass. The material also provides that lightweight feeling, and the lighter it is, the more comfortable it is to hold in the hand. In summary, it should be able to withstand accidental drops and slight scratches. And to cap all this off, the Spark 30 Pro has an IP54 water resistance rating, and you should be able to use this the display even when it's wet. Speaking of displays, I've shown you the back of this phone for too long. Let's look at the display. This display size is comparable to most phones today, 6.78 inches. It's an AMOLED display with a resolution of 1080p by 2436p. The screen delivers vibrant colors, sharp details, and a smooth viewing experience. Whether you're streaming videos or whether you're scrolling online or scrolling through social media, it just pops. The 85.7% screen to body ratio here offers enough screen space for viewing any activity despite the pretty obvious bezels. For 258K, you get 120Hz refresh rate for that smoother visual experience and your gaming experience. You still have the option to switch from 120Hz to 60 Hz so that you can manage the battery consumption. It is also a great time to mention that the phone has a lot of Optimus Prime themed icons here, and the screensaver and everything else. It just screams Optimus Prime, it screams Transformers. That's the energy you're getting here, the same way you're getting it on the outside. And that's something that is different from the standard Spark 30 Pro. One thing that did take me by surprise is that TECNO managed to fit an under-display fingerprint scanner onto this device. And it functioned the way it should. It's pretty fast. Many people prefer the power button to have the fingerprint scanner than the on-screen fingerprint scanner. But let me know, which team are you? Are you team on-screen fingerprint scanner or power button fingerprint scanner? Let me know in the comments. Anyway, this one here is pretty responsive. As long as you put your thumb in the right spot, it would unlock it really fast and really well. Let's talk about cameras. They shipped a 108 megapixel camera on this phone. In good lighting conditions, the photos came out sharp with accurate colors and a good level of detail, even when you zoom in. You only get up to 3x optical zoom, but it can go as high as 10x digitally. For portrait shots, however, you only get up to 2x zoom. When taking portrait shots, the depth sensor effectively blurs the background quickly and naturally, resulting in that subtle yet obvious bokeh effect. You can also adjust your aperture to determine the level of blur you want in your picture. While low light photography is not the phone's best feature, the built-in super night mode allows you to take decent pictures in dimly lit conditions. Another thing I noticed is that the phone tries to process the raw footage you capture, and it somehow edits it to make it look better. The results become sharper, more saturated, and more vibrant. The punch hole 13 megapixel selfie camera is also another notable feature here. This one delivers very nice selfie quality with average lighting conditions. The skin tone appears natural, and because the result comes out a little too edited, you would have to sacrifice some details in your shots. The main camera can record in 2K at 30 frames per second, 1080p 60 frames per second, 720p 30 frames per second, and this also applies to the 13 megapixel front-facing camera. The speakers here are quite loud and they vibrate well on both sides, on the top and the bottom, because it's stereo. And just as I mentioned earlier, stereo speakers, they wrote Dolby Atmos at the top, so that surely counts for something. It is loud enough for watching videos or listening to music without an external Bluetooth speaker. I didn't struggle with the volume at its highest, nor did it lose much of its audio quality at the high volume. The bass also retains a lot of its quality, and that's good on that front. Let's talk performance. The processor here is MediaTek's Helio G100, similar to what you'll find on the Infinix Zero 40 4G and the Hot 50 Pro. This processor is also comparable to the G99, but it improves the camera quality over the G99, and this launched some months back in 2024. It's also got a little bit better with 4G capabilities, and in terms of storage, we have 8GB of RAM with RAM expansion enabled, and you can use up to another 8GB of virtual RAM from your storage to help you with a little bit more multitasking. You get two options with the Spark 30 Pro: 128GB of storage or 256GB of storage. With 256, you would spend almost 40k extra, and that is priced at 296,700 naira, not up to 40,000 though. By the way, this price is as at the time we're recording this video. I feel like storage is more of a personal preference when it comes to this phone. You can save some money and go with the lower version and expand your storage with a micro SD card slot. You're running on iOS 14 based on Android 14, and this is obviously a very Transformers skin phone, but the Spark 30 Pro is built for everyday tasks. Whether it's browsing, streaming, or multitasking, the phone handles everything pretty well. Whether you're gaming Subway Surfers or you're playing Call of Duty Mobile, you are quite good here, although you may need to lower the graphics settings for more demanding games. The experience remains playable. Battery life is a strong point for this phone. 5000 mAh battery that lasts the entire day with moderate use. Think browsing, gaming, and streaming combined. The 33-watt fast charger included in this box takes the phone from 0 to 100% in about 80 minutes. Whether you're a power user or you just want something reliable, Spark 30 Pro does deliver on battery performance. At around $156 or 258,400 naira, at least for a start, it's an affordable option, surely for Transformers fans, but for everyone else looking to get a steady mid-range phone that offers some good features, the Spark 30 Pro is available in several other colors. For those who prefer a simpler look, the options include the Obsidian Edge Arctic Glow, and Magic Skin 3.0. So if you are not a fan of the Transformers colors, any of these other choices would work. If you're on a budget but you want something that stands out, I think this is the phone that you should consider. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below about the whole Optimus Prime TECNO Spark 30 Pro thing. Let me know everything in the comments below, and I'm right there chatting with you guys. If you're a fan of more flagship devices from TECNO, check out my review of the TECNO Phantom V Fold right here. I'll see you guys in that video.